When you go over there, immediately your guard's kind of up when you're in England. The thing that stood out to me right away was if you won a game, you were the best players in the world. If you lost a game, you better not step foot outside your house.
Obviously, there's so much talent now in Canada, especially with the World Cup coming in 2026. I think as a young kid, when I seen that, that was like everyone's dream, and that's like something you can work towards. I was so grateful that I came up at this time, because it's the best time to be a Canadian footballer for sure.
I was never part of any ODP at the time. I was never part of the regional teams. I was never part of youth national teams. I wouldn't consider myself part of the system, so to speak. And I love the fact that I did a different kind of path. So yeah, I mean, growing up just playing youth soccer, traveling around the country with friends and you know, just putting the work in was me in the system.
I joined TFC Academy super young. So the professional systems there is you kind of have 3 teams in the country, TFC, Vancouver, and Montreal. And I was super lucky to be a part of that, because obviously there's so many kids that would love to have an opportunity for that. So I always, kind of from young, I always took that, like, never took it for granted. I always made sure I made the most out of my opportunity, because I know that there's so many kids in Canada that would love to be a professional, and kind of the easiest route to that is obviously playing for one of the professional teams.
If there was one thing that I recognized right away, it was that the level of intensity and then the level of care, not from the players and the staff and the clubs, but from the people who were there watching. It was their everything. And I think for me going into that, you know, it's eye-opening, because you're like, okay, well, yes, I want to play, I want to do my best, I want to work hard, I want to do all these things, but all these people are coming to watch you, and it can either make their weekend or ruin their weekend completely. And you better make sure that you're doing everything you possibly can to make their weekend, because if not, you're going to be inside and not being able to do anything for the rest of the weekend until the following week starts.
We love you guys, we appreciate you guys. You guys are the best fans in the league.
It's a healthy competition kind of that we have going on between Canadians, US, and Mexicans. And it starts from the youth level. You know, I was always taught, you know, when we face US kids, Mexican kids, you know, that it's gonna be a good fight, a good competition. So I think we're all pushing each other, and you can see it now within the national teams, you know, the competition that's there. So I think it starts from young, and yeah, I think obviously US is a sports country, so they have talent always. So. When I was younger, it was always like, I want to be Messi and Ronaldo. But now it can be like, I want to be guys that come from our country, you know? So I think that's just the biggest thing. Like the sport has grown so much in North America. You don't need to go to Europe to see that, or you don't need to idolize a European player because there's someone from your city or your country that's on the biggest stage. So I think that's just motivating for any little kid, you know? The way I fell in love with soccer is the players that I watch. So like Ronaldinho and these guys. And now my little siblings are falling in love because they see their older brother doing it. They see the Canadian national team doing it, the US national team, the Mexican national team, you know? Where it's like, okay, this is realistic now. This is possible for me to do. So I think that's just the biggest thing for sure.
The league is going to continue to attract, you know, really good players. I don't think that's going to change in any way, shape, or form. I think there will actually be more and more guys who want to come to play here and you know, be a part of the growth of the game. And I think if guys look at it that way and they're a part of the growth and helping put the sport on a better trajectory, you know, I think that's the way to go. It's not to come here for a paycheck or whatever. Let's inspire, you know, that next generation to do better and be better than we are, and hopefully that puts us on, you know, that path to being, you know, a top 10 power in world soccer.